All right, Michael. Well, thank you so much for joining 545. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about the Missouri Association of Manufacturers. So, first question, who is Michael Eaton?
Michael Eaton, I'm the executive director of the Missouri Association of Manufacturers. Been in the role a little over 4 years, 33-year-old organization. My background's in healthcare and in manufacturing marketing. So, given that we run a health insurance program, that kind of worked out well as well. So,
There you go. There you go. So, what is MAM? What does MAM do for manufacturers?
sure. Um, as the Missouri's Association for Manufacturers, we're the sole organization that represents the voice of manufacturing. So yes, that means government affairs. So we spend time at the Capitol working with our legislators and promoting, preserving, and advancing manufacturing. But we also we let our members kind of drive and define what we should be. We look at our name as a responsibility to the manufacturers of the state. We have a health insurance program that was designed for the manufacturers of Missouri. So it's a fully funded shared risk program. So that's part of that. But we know we need to be um, valuable to the guy down the dirt road, right? And the voices that aren't heard or the folks that aren't seen.
Absolutely. So as you guys are doing that and providing benefits for manufacturers here in the state of Missouri, obviously at Circular by Shapiro, we're into sustainability and building recycling programs. Does MAM offer any sort of education or training for any manufacturers who want to be more sustainable?
Absolutely. And that's one of our benefits. We're connectors for resources and information. Um, Working through Missouri State University, we established our Missouri Manufacturers Sustainability Certification Program and some strict guidelines. And then working with the university, they go on site, they do assessments. These are some of these activities are funded through the EPA and government agencies. We have a pollution prevention program as well, and we get several programs in the works.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I love this industry, right? I love manufacturing. I grew up watching Dirty Jobs and how it's made and mega factories. Like it's the best part of the job to go into these manufacturing sites and see what's being built. So I got to ask you, what are some of the coolest things that are being built in Missouri today?
Being made in Missouri, yes. And I will also take my 60 seconds on this answer to promote the fact that in 2026, we will be launching a Coolest Things Made in Missouri program. To date, we have been on coming up on 300 plant tours over the last
Wow.
48 months. And so we love being the boots on the ground. A lot of people don't know that the company that boasts they brought Tom Hanks back to Earth. All came down to that battery cell that was manufactured in Joplin, Missouri. A lot of people don't know that they're the reason the Hubble telescope is still taking pictures. But you can't dismiss the folks down the dirt roads that make all sorts of components that support some of Boeing's initiatives.
Very cool. Yeah, I know everybody in Missouri is pretty excited about that new contract Boeing got, and I think there'll be a lot of excited manufacturers who, especially in aerospace, who get to participate in that.
Absolutely, yeah,
That's really neat. We've got some aerospace customers too, and it's like when I know that this piece is going to go on that plane that I see, or when they did the F-15, the new model at the air show in St. Charles last year, it's like, man, that's so cool that comes out of Missouri.
yeah.
Very very excited.
F-150s to the F-18s right here in Missouri,
Yeah,
and Boeing, Missouri. We're very proud of them. They're the defense arm of the organization. So, and they
absolutely.
work with 2,200 manufacturers in Missouri alone. So,
That's great. So speaking of that, speaking of futuristic jets and everything that Boeing's working on, right? Like, what do you see for the future of manufacturing in Missouri?
I will say, and something we've seen from our first plant tour to our last one is the pride, passion, optimism that manufacturers have. We jokingly say they don't sit around and admire a problem too long. They sketch out a solution, they get to work. I would say Missouri is open for business. We are in a prime location, centrally located in the United States, but prime position to address the needs and the initiatives that are bringing manufacturing back to the United States.
Wonderful. Well, Michael, I appreciate you coming on. You nailed it. That was 5 minutes and 18 seconds. So absolutely crushed it. Super excited to see what the Missouri Association of Manufacturers does in the future. And thank you so much for coming on. Have a good day. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.